Hi guys, it's Cindy, aka Disney Queen. Today I'm coming to you with a DIY project, so stay tuned. Okay guys, today I'm going to show you how to make a very inexpensive wreath for your door, and it's going to be 4th of July themed, and it's going to have some hidden Mickeys. So you will need a few things for this project, and I will show you as I'm creating it. You're going to need a wreath form in some type. You're going to need flip-flops, at least 5 pair. You're going to need a bow, or if you are crafty, you can create your own bow using ribbon from whatever theme that you're deciding to go with. You're going to need a glue gun and some glue sticks, and you're going to need some paint, and you're going to need some Disney stamps. So stay tuned and see how I put my wreath together. Okay guys, for the wreath project you will need at least 5 pair of flip-flops in different styles. You can do a 4th of July theme, you can do a beach theme. It really is up to you. So I got my flip-flops from the Dollar Tree, and I got Stars and Stripes and fireworks, and I also picked up a 4th of July bow. I could have made my own bow, but I try to keep the DIYs that I do on here simple. And so this is just a wreath from the Dollar Tree. It has little stars on the end of it, attached to ribbon, so that's something you won't have to make. You will need a wreath, and this is actually a wreath I just had hanging around the house, but I've gotten my wreaths from Michael's, and sometimes you can find a nice size at the Dollar Tree or Joann's fabric store or any local craft store that you might have in your area. And you will need a glue gun and glue sticks for this project. In addition to the other items that I said that you need, you're also going to need foam stamps or rubber stamps. It depends on what you have. You're going to need a little sponge brush to use on your stamps, and you're going to need some type of paint. And I just have satin acrylic paint that I got from Walmart. I believe it was 98 cents a bottle. Multi-surface, so you can use it on different items. And I have white and I have black. I'm not really sure yet which one I'm going to use. I'm thinking about using the white because I'm going to stamp on a few of the flip-flops to give it a hidden Mickey kind of look. And so I'm trying to decide what color is going to be best. So here is my wreath. I'm not really sure what size it is because I've actually had this wreath for quite a while. But one way that you can do the flip-flops on your wreath is, let's see, let me move it out so you can see, is you can actually turn them this way, but I'm actually putting it on my door, and so I want it to be a little smaller. But if you're putting it inside somewhere, then this would actually work for you. There are quite a few ideas on Pinterest showing the wreath in this configuration, but I'm going to do it a little differently. Okay, I think I found the configuration that I'm going to stick with, and so what I'm going to do next is I'm waiting for my glue gun to heat up, and I'm going to glue the different flip-flops together. I'm going to glue them to each other, and I'm going to glue them down to the wreath. And I think what I'm actually going to do, just for me, I'm probably won't suggest this when you're actually doing it. I would suggest that you stamp your flip-flops first, but because I'm trying to do this recording all in one day, I'm actually going to attach it to the wreath first, then stamp my flip-flops that I choose to stamp, and then attach my wreath. So it's an easy project. It's an inexpensive project. This project total probably cost 3 pair flip-flops, so that's $3. I have a bow, that's $1. My stamps I already had. I will link below. I think a few of these stamps can be found on Amazon, so I will link below where you could actually find those. The paint bottles are only 98 cents a piece. The brushes, the sponge brushes, they come in a set. Like you can get them at Michael's for like $1 and maybe $1.50 for a set of brushes in different sizes. My glue gun I've already had, my glue sticks, so if you don't add in that cost, the wreath itself costs less than, the wreath, at the most you may pay $5 for a wreath. So let's say this total project is just under $10, which is not bad for a do-it-yourself wreath. So stay tuned. Okay, I actually attached my glue to the wreath and then place the flip-flop down, and now I'm holding it just a little bit just so it will, the glue itself will get hard, and then I will start attaching each flip-flop to the other in the same way. Okay, I'm going to try doing this free-handed. So this flip-flop has been attached to the wreath, and now I'm going to add some glue to the flip-flop, and then also put some on the wreath. Oops. So that's going there, and then I'm just pressing down. I'm going to hold it for a few minutes, and then I will repeat the process with the next flip-flop. I still have to put the stars one in place. Now, if I have to, if it comes loose, I will go back and attach more glue. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to skip this one, which is going to have the stars and stripes one in it, and I'm going to glue this one down. Now, I will say this, in extreme heat, I don't know that I would put this wreath outside. I'm actually attaching it to my door, and I'm probably going to put it on the inside of my door. I may put it on the outside, but right now our temperatures are like going up into the hundreds, and so it's a little too hot for that. I feel like my glue would start to melt on my glue stick, so I would keep this as an inside project. If you want it to be an outside project, I would use, I can't think of the name right off the bat right now. I will put it here. I would use a little bit more sturdy glue if you were going to do this and have it to be outside. But with a hot glue gun, I'm just worried that it will melt in the extreme heat. And being that this is a summer project, it's be a little different if it was cold outside, but since it's going to be hot, this might end up inside. So I'm going to glue this flip-flop down. I had to get more glue. Like I said, you can see here, I'm attaching it to my wreath, and then attaching the flip-flop that way. Word, if I attached it to the flip-flop and then put it on the wreath, I mean, it could end up not being in the spot where it's actually touching the wreath. So that's the reason why I'm doing it this way. So now I can backtrack, because I'm trying to layer them over top of each other. I can backtrack and put this one here. And this one you have to, let's see if I can zoom out a little bit. Okay, this one you're going to have to make sure there is glue here and glue here and glue here, so that all three items touch each other. So I'm going to put a little glue here, a little glue there, and a little glue here. And then you got to press it down so that all points are touched. I live in a beach area, a resort beach area, and so I could actually do this same wreath, but with like beachy colors like aquas and pinks and greens and yellows, and keep it up all summer long. This would make a good summer wreath project too, but I'm just doing it for 4th of July. But if you're not a person who decorates for 4th of July, then you don't have to do it this way. One other thing you could do is you could actually, see it's coming up from here, so I'm going to have to hold it a little longer. I might even have to go in after I put the whole wreath together and attach some more glue in some spots just to make sure it stays down. Okay, so we're going to turn the wreath around. And now I have 2 flip-flops left. So I would use a total of, let's see, 3 pair. I've only used 3 pair. So let me move this out a little bit so you can see. This is the area that I still have left to do. So what I'm going to do is attach this flip-flop to this one and then here. So that means I'm going to put a little glue here, a little glue here, and a little glue there, and hope that I don't spill it on my carpet, although it is easy to get up. So hopefully you can see that. I'm going to pick it up and see. That is what I've done so far. And then I've got this particular one left, and then I have one more spot left. And you just press it down and hold it until it is sticking to the wreath and to the other flip-flops. Okay, so see, that one is attached. Now, I could leave this empty and then just put my bow in place like that, but in reality I have a flip-flop that doesn't have a mate, and I would rather it be on there and attach the bow to the flip-flop. But that's just me personally. You don't have to do that. Let's see. So this one I'm going to attach glue here, attach glue here, and I need another stick. It's real important to have the supplies that you need beside you, especially with glue sticks, because your glue will start to cool off. And I have my fan on today because it is very hot, so now I have to remove real fast. So I'm pressing it down. That should hold. So now I just need to decide. I have completely covered my wreath. Now I just need to decide where I'm going to put my ribbon. And knowing that I want to stamp one of the blue flip-flops, which is probably going to be, it's probably going to be the fireworks one, in all honesty, because the Mickey is not going to be covering the whole flip-flop. It's going to be like kind of the impression of a Mickey there, which gives the impression of a hidden Mickey. I'm probably going to put my wreath right here, so you'll still be able to see the red and white stripes. So we will attach the bow here. So when I come back, I'm going to have everything attached. I'm going to show it to you, and then I will put a picture at the end of the wreath with the Mickey stamps on it, because as of right now, I want to make sure this is all dry before I do anything else. Okay guys, this is the finished project, and that is what it looks like when it's completely done. Like I said, I still have not put the Mickey hidden Mickeys on it yet, but I will post a picture at the end of it completed with the Mickey hidden Mickeys on it. I am going to let this set before I stamp it, but I wanted you to see what it looks like. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, what are you waiting for? And if you'd like to know when the next video comes up, all you have to do is hit the little notification bell below. Until then, until I see you the next time, have a blessed day. Bye.